feeling like we's different. You ain't the hustling type, we's different.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose's back in the building. Welcome back to the channel. All right, it is 11 at night on a Saturday night, which means Payback, WWE Payback, is tomorrow. This is tomorrow. First time ever I think WWE's ever had a pay-per-view after pay-per-view. Like, we just literally had SummerSlam last weekend. Now this weekend, tomorrow, we got Payback. So this feels kind of rushed. Actually, it says rushed, but it should be a good pay-per-view either way. Alright, so let's get into the matches that are advertised. I had to look online for them. There are 7 matches. Let's get into it. Alright, so the first match that they added onto the show is Big E. Big E versus Sheamus for one-on-one. Sheamus has had a little bit of issues and troubles with Big E as Big E begins this big, hopefully big singles run that he's going on, and that I'm excited for. I'm excited for Big E. I've always liked Big E. I liked him when he was the singles wrestler the first time. Now with the New Day, he shows his personality, his funny side. I'm glad of that. So now he's getting this push that hopefully will take him to the Universal title, which I'll be interested to watch. That'll be very interesting. But right now he's in a feud with Sheamus, who is underrated. I give Sheamus underrated. Big E should win because this will propel him further and further to the Universal title. For me personally, and being Sheamus, who's a former world champion, it makes all the sense. So that's yeah. My bad. I'm watching the Lakers and Trailblazers as I'm doing this. Lakers are winning, by the way. I appreciate it. All right. Next match we got. Let's talk about the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Let's talk about that, because we got Sasha Banks and Bayley defending against Shayna Basler and Nia Jax. All right. So it seems this Bayley and Banks feud is gonna be it's getting there. Like it's slowly but surely looking like it's about to implode at some point. It's looking like that. Now, the thing is, in order for that to go further and put into place, they need to lose these women's tag team championships. And sadly enough, I think we're all really sitting here and believing that they're going to lose the tag team championships tomorrow at Payback to a team that literally was made 5 days ago. This team was put together 5 days ago. And to make matters worse, they don't even like each other. So what is... Look, I like Shayna Basler, I do. But her as a tag team is weird to me. I don't know. I don't like her as a tag team, or in a tag team, but it is what it is. Looks like we gotta deal with this. So now we're now gonna have a makeshift team that don't like each other, and will probably fight for dominance in every match they're gonna be in. Fantastic. But this is the way that we want to break up Sasha and Bayley. And it begins with those tag team championships. How do they lose, though? Either Bayley or Sasha betray one another. Most likely, probably Bayley will do it, because now she'll feel she's probably better than Sasha because of the fact. So we'll see. We'll see. But Nia and Shayna are winning the tag team championships. Speaking of tag teams, Another match that was added to this pay-per-view is the Mysterios, Dominic and Rey Mysterio, versus Seth Rollins and Murphy. So this match actually was happening on Raw, but Retribution came out, and beat the holy hell out of the Mysterios. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. Hopefully. Now if they have a clean match, they have a clean match. But if the story continues, then hey, not much we can say. The Mysterios should get a win here. They should. Just to keep the feud going. Because listen, Seth beat Rey and Dominic by himself. Well, not by himself, but he beat them both separately. So, if he can beat them simultaneously with Murphy, then this feud isn't really building Dominic at this point. You know, Dominic is supposed to be built from this rivalry. So, the Mysterios need to win. And hopefully they can. We'll see what happens. I actually wasn't expecting this match to be on the pay-per-view, so. Alright. Alright. Next match up, the United States Championship. On the line, Apollo Crews takes on the almighty Bobby Lashley. And I'm not going to lie to you. Bobby Lashley. I am 85% sure. I said 85. I'm giving Apollo a chance here. But 85% of me is saying Bobby Lashley walks out United States champion. Why? Because if you really think about Bobby Lashley in this case, Bobby Lashley's been looking really good this year. I mean, granted, he started the year with this crap of a feud with Rusev over Lana, virtually. But during that feud, Lashley was getting wins. He was getting a lot of wins in that feud. So I take it as Lashley has been getting his just dues in these matches. So I say that. So in this sense, Lashley's clear losses only to Aleister Black at WrestleMania and to Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship at Backlash. So he's had 2 clear losses that are understandable. But other than that, Lashley's been winning damn near every match he's in. I mean, granted, he's had a couple matches with R-Truth, Cedric Alexander, Ricochet, couple tag team matches with Apollo in it. Mustafa Ali, he had a match with, he beat him. You know what I'm saying? So he's won his matches and he's pinned the United States champion on top of that. So he has an advantage. Plus this submission he got, the full Nelson, the full Lashley, as we're calling, I don't know why we're calling it that, but I don't know why. But either way, it's been strong. So he may make Apollo tap. It's possible. We'll see. But I got Lashley winning the title. I got him winning the title tomorrow. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. Alright, next up, Matt Riddle versus King Corbin. So Matt Riddle made his debut on SmackDown, I believe it's been 2 months ago. And ever since then, King Corbin's been on his case since he got here. Don't get me wrong, I love Baron Corbin. I just wish he would get rid of this King gimmick. I wish he would get rid of it. Go back to the Lone Wolf, man. The Lone Wolf is where the money was at. But no, WWE didn't think that was good enough. So, here we are with King Corbin. But either way, I like Baron Corbin. I like him a lot. I like him a lot. But I like Matt Riddle too. I do like Matt Riddle. Which is why Matt Riddle should win this match. Because this is technically Matt Riddle's first feud, really, since being on the main roster. So, in that sense, he should win this match. and get a upper hand on it. If he, I mean, I don't know. I don't want him to lose. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't make sense if you just he's still relatively new, and he's got a couple wins. He did beat AJ Styles. Let's not forget that. You know, so boom. You know, just continue, please. I'm saying. All right. Our final two matches. First up, Keith Lee versus Randy Orton. I said I would talk about Keith Lee's debut on Raw. I said I'd talk about it. I have two minor problems that don't matter, but they're still my problems. Either way. My first problem is they gave him a generic theme. Now, I don't know what's going on with his theme in NXT. They had NXT, but they need to find a way to give that back to him. No, I'm not dealing with this theme that he has now. Forget that. Hell no. Hell no. Number one. Number two, I don't know what type of attire he had on Raw when he faced Orton, but that wasn't it. Get rid of that. Give him back his trunks. Trunks? Yeah. Give him back his trunks, and we good. But this should be a great match. Here's the problem. While you did put Keith Lee in the right position against the top heel in the company, the problem now is, now that you have made or given Orton the whole picture of, you punted Drew McIntyre 3 times. You punted the WWE Champion 3 times. I don't know when we're going to see him again. Might be a while. But the next time we do see Drew McIntyre in the ring defending the WWE Championship, it will be against Randy Orton, because Drew McIntyre wants that revenge. But if you want that match, you need Orton to be as strong as possible. And the problem is he needs wins. So you don't really want Randy Orton being Keith Lee at this point. You don't want him to, because this is technically Keith Lee's first match. Since they had a match, but it ended in a DQ on Raw. So this is technically Keith Lee's first match. You don't want his first match to come up as a loss. The problem is, you don't want Orton to lose either. So this is, again, This is another, and it's featuring Keith Lee. This is one of these things where you just don't know what to do. But if you do it, you better hope it's the right way you were going. We'll figure it out. Again, Keith Lee's in this predicament again. Why again? Why again? Why? I had a problem losing the NXT title last weekend. I'm having a problem if he loses this match. Keith Lee. I don't know who wins. I don't want Keith Lee to lose, but I don't want Orton to lose either. So it's like, whatever happens, happens. And hopefully WWE can bounce back from whatever they do. Speaking of bouncing back from whatever they do, we got to talk about the main event. Triple threat match for the Universal Championship. The Fiend defends against both Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns makes his epic return last weekend at SummerSlam after the Fiend beat Strowman for the Universal title. Now, during then, we saw him do a lot of things that made us think he was a heel. Last night on SmackDown, I think we got full confirmation of that. Because Roman Reigns is now a Paul Heyman guy. And that is interesting. And that's big. Because we're talking Paul Heyman here. But just because it's Paul Heyman, that doesn't mean Roman Reigns will have the success. But since it is Roman Reigns here, he's going to have all the success. My thing is, When WWE has paired Paul Heyman with certain people, it has never gone right. Remember, Paul Heyman was paired with Brock Lesnar when he came in. Then he was paired with The Big Show, who had success. Then he was paired with Team Angle for a little bit, who had a little bit of success. Then he went back to Brock. No, then he went back to The Big Show, because that's when ECW was reformed again. So he went back to The Big Show, who had some success. Then went back to Brock, when Brock came back after years. Then CM Punk, when CM Punk was going through his whole 1-year title reign. Then Curtis Axel, who won the Intercontinental Championship, but after that won nothing else. Then was Ryback, who won nothing. Then came Cesaro, who should have gotten the biggest rub from that, but never did. So Heyman's success is strictly on Brock. Now, I'm not saying with him paired with Reigns, they're not getting anywhere. But it all depends on how WWE does this. But since it is Roman Reigns, and since WWE seems to cater Reigns as best as they could, I think Roman Reigns will be okay. I think he'll be even better now. Because we ain't got to worry about promos anymore. Reigns, oh, you gave him one of the best talkers in the game, in history. So Reigns is good. But this dynamic is so interesting now. Because now Reigns is a bad guy. Fully. He's got Paul Heyman. I'm interested in this. I'm very interested. And we still don't know what type of Reigns we're really going to see in the ring. We'll see. Now, The Fiend just won the title from Braun Strowman last weekend. But the way it's looking, Reigns might take this title tomorrow night. And I don't want that to happen. I love Roman Reigns. I don't want him winning. I don't want him winning tomorrow. I don't. So, in this sense, there's an easy way to make sure that he is good from this match. You let The Fiend pin Braun Strowman. Simple. Reigns does what he do, but you make sure Braun Strowman takes the pin. So that way Reigns is not affected. And he has an argument. They say, oh, The Fiend didn't beat me. The Fiend gotta beat me to be the real champion that he's supposed to be. Something like that. So if that's the case, I'll take it. I'll do that. I'll take it like that. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. But I get a feeling in the back of my head, Reigns is winning this title. So if that's the case, then what the hell is WWE doing with The Fiend right now? If he wins the title, oh God. All right. We're going to have to find out. Tomorrow night is going to be an interesting night. I can't wait. I'll be strapped in. I'll be glued in. We going to be here for all of it. Until then, till Monday. Well, we'll see. Because I got to make a video for the Bucks and Magic. I got to do that right now, actually. I'm going to do it after this. And if the Lakers somehow win this game right now, I'll make a video about them. So, this ain't going to be the last time you see me. I know that for a fact. But it is what it is. Until next time, it's been Rose, man. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the love support. As always, R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle, man. R.I.P. Until next time, peace, love, 100. Here.